Whew, good evening, everybody. How's it going? How is it going? Still yet to fully get things all set up, but I will get that all finalized in a sec. Get rid of that. Throw that up. That's on yesterday or last week's. We have a pretty nice selection of tracks tonight coming out on the lineup. 8.6 at Okayama GP, 911 GT3 Cup at Spa, and the MX-5 Cup at Laguna. I'm quite happy with those tracks for their respect. Well, yeah, I'm quite happy with those tracks. I'm not. Whether the racing will be any good, we'll see. Let's get that out of there for now. Don't need you, music. Yeah, I have no clue if what the racing's going to be like. I'm hoping tonight isn't going to be a struggle bus in the 8.6. It's been too many struggle buses in this car. I'd like to have. With the amount of carnage he'd done, he's finished the bar set incredibly high, no pressure. I mean, you say that, but I had a pretty quiet race, so... I guess, hey Fred, how's it going? Yeah, I'm hoping that I can pull something out my ass tonight and have a not shit race. So I should get rid of this fuel lamp, because I don't need it anymore. Probably best not to do that whilst driving. Chaos around the streamer is what counts. I mean, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. Oh, the session ended. Alright, quickly find the fuel. Fuel. Piss. You know what? Gambling. We are starting from 0. Back to default. And we're gonna see what happens. How long we got anyways? We got about 20 minutes. It's finish Independence Day. Gonna give a celebratory punt. I mean, you could try. So, if it is actually finish Independence Day, congrats, I guess. I don't really know how to celebrate these kind of days. But yeah, let's hope that maybe I can claw something together today that isn't complete horseshit in this championship. Then we're on to the Porsche Cup at Spa. That could be a fun combo. The issue is everyone sweats their tits off. So I am likely going to be in no man's land for that race. I'm going to be faster than all the cars that are slower than me, but then there's going to be a bunch of aliens that are just like 3 seconds a lap faster. Celebrate the most finished way. Sauna and alcohol poisoning and in a coma. That sounds like a plan. An MX-5 at Laguna to round off this season, which I'm fine with. I'm not drunk, your faces. You know, even though it's Magion, I am a little gutted I didn't get to race the MX-5 last week. I wasn't gonna lose sleep over it though, because it's Magion, but it does kind of suck that, like, all the good efforts were kind of just thrown in the bin. I'm excited to look at the most James combo there is indeed. If I get a win tonight, I'm going to count it on pure luck. I don't think I'm going to win any of these races because they are all... yeah, at least, yeah, that is a good point. But that MX-5 didn't count to this championship, so it's like, whatever. It was just a bit of fun. Albeit infinitely more fun than tracing an MX-5 around Magellan for 20 minutes, so, I mean, I guess it was worth it. Yeah, it's been ages since I've joined in with the Mooney GT guys, and I thought I was like, shit, I have literally nothing to do at this point in time. Let's join. When Moody said Tacular better than SRS champ. Well, I didn't win overall, though, because Donnie beat me in 2 of the 3 races. Realistically, I should have won, but I binned it at fucking... I binned it at Road Atlanta in pretty spectacular fashion. So, that's on me. I had a comfortable lead. I just sent it too hard into one corner. And, ate gravel. Should have punted him. I could have done that on the final race, to be honest. But every other race, he was behind me for most of it, so... It's Atlanta for you. Yeah, it is. Okay, this default's actually not feeling too bad. I don't think my lap time is going to be anything spectacular. But, the car is at least not feeling complete poo. Well, 153.7. Can't remember what M2 was telling me his lap time. He said it was in the 153, so I'm actually quite happy with that. He's not going to be, though. Do you know, I'm going to be so annoyed if it turns out my woes this season were because of my dud setup all along. I mean, yeah, Mateus has done like a 150, but, you know, it's Mateus. I want to know, I'm curious as to what they figured out with this car, though. Because these guys at the front have figured something out. I don't know what it is, but it's made them able to drive this car so ridiculously fast. All season long. Honestly, in my opinion, it's these people are sweating way too much for SRS, but you know, I digress. I don't think I'd ever have fun sweating to the level that these people do, to be honest. And that's why I don't. I'm 2 down to a 151. So he's gone up quite a bit. See what I can move mine up to. Is it even an improvement? I don't know. It didn't feel too bad. You're only saying that because you ain't winning? No, I'm saying that because they're like... Oh. I was not paying attention. Whoops. Alright, so that's what? +1... or -1 on the right, -2 on the left. Okay. -1 on the right, -2 on the left. Drifto, hey Donnie, how's it going? Hope you'll keep him well. Yeah, maybe the lower... no, I'll try this. I want to go too low, because otherwise the car becomes a complete shit to drive. I'll leave it at the default. Sod it. Sod it. It'll work. Trust. New bad. I've named setups like that before. Probably had V1 was a name I used recently. This setup is likely going to be atrocious, so the name New Bad is pretty apt. I was going to look at something, and I've completely forgotten what that is. Okay, well, I can take a quick look at the fuel. I'd say that's going to be way too much. So I guess we want... So I'll leave it at 22. That should be good enough. My brain has stalled. There was something... Let's see what happens if I bump this up now. If I remember correctly, bumping up the rear ARB makes the car more stable. So it should mean I can push it a bit harder. Theoretically. I'm also just completely guessing, so... Oh, locked up the brakes. A little bit there. I'm not liking that. I don't think that's feeling too great. Let's go back to the pits. Put that back to 2. I think that's what it was at. Hey Virgilio, how's it going? So, unfortunately, I have not prepared a snazzy trailer like Michael did for your championship, Donnie. So, I'll just... But I will be announcing my new series at the end of this race. Well, good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Last week was a bit of a goofy one. Oops, shit. Put a wheel in the grass. Drifting. Kind of. Yeah, last week was a weird one, as I came down with, like, chicken pox, but it wasn't too bad. I got over it. So, but this week feels kind of weird. Feels kind of weird as well. Because, like, work's kind of winding down now. My brain hasn't really kicked in that Chris... I keep putting wheels on the grass. What am I doing? I just want to drift every corner, apparently. My brain hasn't engaged that, like, Christmas is, like, really soon. And so it feels really weird having, like, work just, like, kind of slow down. I don't know if anyone else sort of has that feeling at the moment. I mean, I guess it depends on where you work, because I know some places, obviously, they pick up over Christmas because they're in more demand, but where I work, at least, well, yeah, in the place, the part of my company I work in, we're not really customer-faced, it's all internal stuff, so it slows down during Christmas, generally. Japanese chick must embrace the anime drift here. Damn, you right. However, if I remember correctly, I could be completely wrong here, but in the end, didn't he learn in initial... Didn't he learn in Initial D that grip was still faster than drift? I've spun the car. I can't drive, apparently. My job is a somewhat stable demand, but seeing people already leaving for their travels reminds me it's already the end of the year, and I haven't planned anything at all. Yeah, I have nothing planned over Christmas. I'm basically just going to be sat here on my hill. Just doing shit. A bit loaded at the moment, giving maths tutorials to students, but it'll die down suddenly in the next week. Yeah, it definitely will, yeah. I guess they have some, like, exams or something coming up soon. Probably why you're quite busy. I don't know. They might try and squeeze in some cheeky exams before Christmas. I can't change brake bias on the fly. Yeah. I have a wild Matteo catching up to me. Done before Christmas at this college for the most part. Oh, okay. Interesting. I remember being shocked in England when it was done mid to late January. Oh, Matteo! Matteo's embracing the... well, kind of embracing the drift too. I'll be honest, I've forgotten most of the things about how school worked. It made Christmas miserable when I had to worry about exams and assignments that year. Fair enough. Do the fast guys slide at all? I have no clue. They do some funky witchcraft to go like stupid fast, and I don't know what it is that they're playing at, but they're playing at something. I am simply off the pace though at the moment. There's no excuses. I am simply off the pace. However, whilst your average person's running 151s... okay, you can't really see. The average person is running in the 151s. Mateus, who is one of our resident aliens, did a 49. So just let that sink in. My job without any training at all. We always need someone to take last place, right? Fair enough. Fair enough. I've done... well, I haven't done much practice. This is my only practice right here, right now. And I'm talking rather than paying attention to my driving. Okay, should have stayed in third. But yeah, if you want to join in, there's still a couple of minutes to be able to register, so why not? Blaming Chet for his struggles, typical bridge shot streamer move. Exactly. It's never my fault, you know. It's always you guys. Hey, Stuart, how's it going? Okay, I think it's keep it in third around here. I don't know why I went to second. That one part. But yeah, I think it's been pretty safe to say that this is simply just not my car. Got two setups, very different but same result. Interesting. Chipping away like half a second a lap. That's not too bad. Quite liking this though. This is basically default with just tyre pressures changing, but I am feeling not too bad about this. Am I fast? No. But does that matter? Also no. You try taking out all the camber and giving it max rake. Why would I do that? That sounds like a terrible plan. For the lols. Maybe try it afterwards. Oh, you're asking Stuart. Oh, okay. Thought Drifter ends were points-based systems and not time-based. I would share my opinions on drifting as a motorsport, but I think they're quite controversial. Maybe Fred could be the points judge. Well, he'd just rate who crashed their car the most. Which actually might play into my hands a bit. Seeing as I'm pretty good at doing that in this car. Even when I don't intend to. Push that forward a bit. They give points to whoever gives the best bribes. Okay, let's join the actual race server. Hello, I haven't been... Okay, I was about to say, I haven't gotten the ding yet. Yeah, good luck, Stuart. This should be an interesting one. Made gears so high I don't change the fifth at all. Not sure if good or bad. I mean, it's an interesting approach. Okay, well, it's pooped out on me. Hang on. Okay. You going with it? Damn. Alright, it's bold. It's bold. I wish you the best of luck with that. I'm just hoping my AC behaves. And 22. Damn. Oh, we have 2 splits again. Holy shit. Alright, that's pretty cool. Longer gears, so less likely to spin it when getting on it. Yeah, exactly. It will help that. It will help. Okay. Let's load the setup. Do I want to change anything? You know what? I'm gonna gamble on a little tweak. Somebody is tooting. Toot toot. I'm still in the pit, so I can't toot back. Oh, let's do it. Yeah, let's try it out in 68, see how that goes. I'll leave the rest as is. Fuck it. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, I could lower the gear ratio here. But I think with the way this car is at times, I don't really want to. Because it will just slide on me out of every corner. Which is not exactly what I want. Oh, Michael's binned it. See, Michael's finally adorned his car, or his name, with the Welsh flag. At least I've not noticed him have it there before. Pretty cool. Okay. Don't drifters use short gears and never go beyond third? Drifters use short... Yeah. Well, the goal there is to keep the wheels spinning. You don't want the car to bog. You want to keep, like... Yeah, you don't want the wheels to grip up at all, really, when you're drifting. So that's why they run super close gearing. Now I'm gonna try something. See what this does. Come on. The horror of no grip on the rears, no thank you. I mean, that's the whole point of drifting, isn't it? When we're racing, it's not as desired. Hence why we don't do that. Oops, Stuart. It's parked. Oh, we're still in practice, okay. I thought we were in qualifying already. Losing my marbles. Just feeling pretty nice though. Don't think I'm going to be very quick. But at least I have a car that I feel pretty comfortable with. Oh no, I guess Michael went sheeping and got busted. Oh, practice over. Okay, that was weird. VW Sirocco this weekend at Zolder. I'm definitely hitting a sausage wrong there. Yeah, you probably are. You probably are. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So, I actually want to up that, though. I felt my brakes were quite weak. Fuel... Let me just save this as is. Take most of the fuel out. I got enough to do a load of laps, so that's my strat. To just do lap after lap after lap. Build more confidence to build speed at the same time. Don't forget flipping it out, race from raceway. Mini rant about Raceroom real quick. If you ever driven the M1 Pro car in Raceroom, my fucking god, is that like... I don't know, I thought the M1 Pro car was a bit more exciting than that. Oh, Nero, I'm not sure where you're going, buddy, but that's... it's not the way. You're close to the squad. Oh yeah, that time in the Porsche GT4. But yeah, as I was saying, the M1 Pro car in Raceroom, my god, it's horrible. It's not impossible, it just doesn't turn. No matter what... I mean, I was running on fixed setup, which didn't help, but no matter what I tried to do with the car, it just refused to rotate. It's one of the most irritating cars I think I've driven in a long while. It was not fun in the slightest. However, I do have to question, because that was actually the first ever time I've driven the Pro Kart on a circuit game. Huge understeering and snap spins when gearing down too quickly, too bad brakes. Yeah, the brakes weren't great, but they weren't terrible. I know everyone else was complaining about the brakes, but I didn't have much issue with them. Oh, I tore spun. Unfortunate. Not grippy, a chronic understeerum indeed. But yeah, like, it was a bloody nightmare. As I was saying, it's the first ever time I've driven the M1 Pro Kart in a circuit sim. So, it does beg the question that has my perception been warped by the Group B rally version? Because, I mean, it's fundamentally the same car. You've just taken away the slicks and replaced them with skinny road tires. And sometimes not even road tires. Because we're on, like, gravel and shit. And so that it makes the car an absolute monster. Because you were, like, squirming around all over the place to get the power down. But driving it in race room, it just felt quite docile and rigid. And it was like, this is not what I was expecting at all from this car. MS2 is more exciting for sure. I see. I still haven't played AMS2 in a long time. I need to get back into it. I just keep forgetting. You can be more aggressive with it. Yeah, isn't that basically like every car in AMS2 though? I find you can be very aggressive with them, which is why it kinda suited me. My god, what's this guy doing? Bloody hell. Yeah, I gotta say, even though the participation numbers for this championship have been really good, some of the driving standards, especially towards the back of the field, have just been terrible. Like... It's one thing I hope we can kinda shake going into next championship, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But it doesn't make these races look great when it's like, whenever you approach a back marker, it's a roulette wheel as to whether or not you're going to be murdered or not, because they either just can't drive or they're completely inept. There's driving standards? Yes, Fred. Since you got banned, or since you got your account removed, there have been driving standards. Backmark has been same since... Yeah, I know. I was joking about there's been standards since since you left. But it's just annoying when, like... We haven't had to deal with as many backmarkers lately, I don't feel like. And suddenly there's just been an infestation of them. And while it's nice seeing new people getting into sim racing, it's like you gotta think about what kind of sim racing you're doing here. People do take this more seriously. And, you know, it's more competitive. And so it shouldn't really be a place where you learn the fundamentals of, you know, how to sim race. You should go into this with an already respectable understanding of the sim and how it works. At least in my opinion. Because otherwise, you're not going to have a fun time. And you're going to likely ruin the time for other people as well. Oh, Victor with the drift behind. He saved it. gatekeeping. I mean, come on. You gotta agree with me, there's some merit to that. It's something I personally have always stuck to. It took me ages to bother doing SRS. It's because I simply wasn't confident in my abilities enough to do it. See, if anything, it's kind of weird. I started iRacing pretty early on in my sim racing career. Admittedly, probably before I was ready to. But, you know, I was still able to drive the cars I wanted to well enough to not make a complete tit out of myself. But, like, I don't know, when I stopped iRacing, I kind of almost developed a little bit of almost, like, stage fright in a sense. I kind of shied away from these, like, competitive ranked platforms. Because I was, like, worried that I was going to do, like, one bad thing and I was going to get, like, obliterated or something. I don't know. And that's why I was hesitant to, like, properly do SRS. Because I was like, shit, I don't know. I've been racing with friends fine these past few months, but I don't know if that's going to put me at a standard good enough to race with the guys here and not make a tit out of myself. And then eventually I just bit the bullet and went with it. And here we are today. I've had a lot of fun. I didn't race online for a few months until I nailed fundamentals. Then I didn't race online with a lot of practice for until I got better. It's yeah, exactly. I think Matteo is just shitposting here in qualifying. He's going for a back row start, I'm pretty certain, so he's just doing his thing. This Victor guy is definitely quicker than me. Only just, but he's definitely quicker. To be honest, I think I'm being a little bit overcautious with some of these braking points and such, but it is what it is. He is just drifting these corners. He doesn't care. Toot toot. Oh, very nearly understeered off there. There's always most people out there. Yeah, yeah. That's more than enough. Okay, good. Do to 23. Yeah, that should be plenty. Yeah, it definitely took me a while before I was really sort of confident enough to get into SRS, and yeah, it's been great fun once I finally bit the bullet, and I kind of, at that point, I kind of questioned why I didn't start sooner, but it is what it is. It's definitely helped me come a long way. If I'd done a good race before, I had to follow up with something else, someone would call up my previous one as lucky. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Proved a lot on not thinking. Yeah. That's the thing. A big thing with sim racing I've found is definitely the mentality side of things. You gotta, if you can train your brain in the right ways, that can give you a big improvement across the board. You know, because just being fast is not good enough to win races. I mean, you can luck into race wins, but you can't get them consistently. Where am I starting? P8. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. I'm able to shoot a mess up in front of everyone. Oh wait, shit, we gotta turn the headlights on. That's why I was slow in qualifying, see? Oh, I forgot to turn the headlights on. I wouldn't have been able to do that 3 years ago. Just for the luck, yeah, I'm gonna need it. But I think various lessons throughout my life have definitely... No tree or rock is safe. They won't be when I'm finished. But yeah, there are definitely a lot of lessons I've learned throughout my life through doing different things have helped me build a lot more sort of mental fortitude. And to put an emphasis on having fun above all else. Away we go. Lucas didn't get a great start. Neither did Stewart. This is a bit of a bad spot to be in. I don't know where to go. I'm gonna play it safe. It's lap 1, turn 1. I don't want to kill several people. Okay. We survived. Tree is safe in AC as it's a sprite. Oh yeah, you're right. I don't quite know what I'm doing here, but we're doing things. Alright. Oh, that didn't work out. Max speed, leading the trainer cars behind. But yeah, fun is definitely the main thing. You gotta enjoy what you're doing, otherwise there's no point in doing it. That's why I don't practice much, because I don't find it fun. I also find that I just don't really learn much for a lot of practice. I need to be in the right mind frame to practice properly. Otherwise I'm just turning laps for the sake of turning laps, really. Like, if I practiced the day before this race, I'd probably be turning laps that are like a second slower than what I'd be turning now. Yeah, I would have some of the core fundamentals down more, but like, I'd just be doing laps for the sake of doing laps. And sometimes lead myself down rabbit holes that aren't good. I found that doing this like really quick, focused, time-restricted practice is definitely a lot better for me, because it forces me into making very conscious and deliberate decisions on things. And, you know, I'm in the my brain is getting ready to do the race, so I'm in the mindset of thinking, what do I need to do well in this race? And obviously here, I knew that was comfort. That's what I need to do well in this race, is to have a car under me that doesn't feel like complete shit, like I've had in the previous rounds. And that's why, first thing I did today was throw my setup straight in the bin. And I mean, it's paying off. I'm keeping up with this pack of cars ahead, which in other races was simply not possible. Oh, locked up a wee bit. Oh, a little bit of a kerfuffle there. Bit of chaos. M2 Stewart and Lucas ahead. Looks like it might have been M2 who was part of that chaos. This could get quite juicy. Oh. Giving Stewart a bit of a pinch here. Is he letting me have it? I'm not quite sure what's happening here. I'm not quite sure how I won that position, but I did, and I'm going to take it. Stewart flashing his lights. Or at least trying to. Oh, Victor getting a bit of a drift going on up ahead. Oh, Victor is definitely struggling. One thing I will admit, streaming is a little bit detrimental to my enjoyment of sim racing. I'm not gonna lie. I like doing these streams, but it has kind of pushed me into doing races that I otherwise may have never bothered with, which in some cases is good. You know, it forced me into doing that TTRS VLN championship, and while I absolutely hated the first round, I turned it around and it was actually a pretty competitive championship for me in the end. Oh, a little bit too much roll there. So, you know, sometimes it can be not great, other times it can be pretty nice. You know, even though M2's losing it, he's knocked Lucas wide. Poor Rico had to actually practice for race. Yeah, I know, right? The inhumanities. Oh, Lucas has dropped right back. Power around the outside, let's go! I think we got this. Yeah, we do. Stuart's gonna take his look up the inside as well. I've gone wide. Not the end of the world. Just gotta keep my foot in it. Looks like I beat them on the corner exit. I'm turning along M2. It's just gonna play into my hands, because that's gonna make a 3 wide behind me. Wasn't sure if Stuart was there or not, so I played it safe. Looks like I've cleared the bunch though. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Whoop. But yeah, like I sim race pretty much every. Oh, Lucas is losing it again. Oh, very touch and go there. Okay, I'm two right behind me. Let's see how this goes. Some of these cars behind me are definitely a bit quicker, but can I outrace them? That's the real question. Oh, we'll find out. But yeah, as I was trying to say, I race pretty much almost every day these days with like different groups and whatnot. I know Adam asks me a lot about this. You know, he asks, you know, why don't I stream more of them? You know, I've explained to him multiple times that it's like I simply just don't. It doesn't interest me in doing more streams. For one, there's the enjoyment side of things. You know, I think if I started doing a lot more streams, it would start feeling like a chore. You know, doing this every Tuesday, it's a bit of a faff, but you know, it's a special thing. It only comes around once a week. And, you know, it keeps things a bit different throughout the week. But there's also the fact of, like, you know, while I don't really play to the YouTube game, I'm also not, I like, because I've been on this platform for, like, donkey's years, I sort of have, like, a subtle mental checklist of, like, do's and don'ts. And while I'm not going to put in, like, massive amounts of effort to, like, make this channel a massive powerhouse, I'm not going to do something that in my eyes is actively detrimental to the channel. And, you know, I have basically stolen part of James's viewer base for these Tuesday races. And, you know, I've carved out a little community here. But if I start streaming willy-nilly, I'm not going to get the... He is bold. I'm not really going to be getting the viewership that I want for those events because, you know, it's just kind of... Especially if it's more random off-the-cuff stuff. Hot tub stream... Sell myself to the devil. Oh, there's a car off the road. Ooh, where's he going? I don't know. Shit. Oh, it's Matteo. Fucking hell. That might not have been a good rejoin. More boldness required. Hey, Gear, how's it going? I'm about to get sent here by Matteo, aren't I? Yep, he's going to send one. My tires are still a bit dirty. Wait. I'm on the outside. I'm the one who gets to give you no space. Alright. You good? Hey, nice to hear. Lucas is going for a send also, but it seems like he's going to miss his braking spot. Maybe not. However, I'm going to absolutely gun it on the exit, and I'm going to challenge him. He's going to try and hold it around the outside. Brave man. However, if we keep fighting... Oh, Stuart with the dive there. I was really surprised. I expected no one to show us mainly streaming it to test. Okay, hang on. I'm losing track of chat because I'm trying to... This race is livening up. Heating up. Right, okay. Stream FTL to Twitch is meant to get 2 random people here to watch. But no one shows mainly streaming tests. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, but that's the thing. You know, you usually get like a pretty healthy audience in your regular streams because they're more... People expect them. It's what you're kind of known for, those streams. You know, like people know every Tuesday, 7:30, roughly. Sometimes I'm a little bit late, obviously. But, you know, every Tuesday, at around about 7:30, I will be here to do 3 SRS races every night. And, you know, it's only 3 hours every week. It's not a lot of time. But if I start streaming more, even if I do get recognized for more streams, that then doubles the amount of time people have to spend watching my content every week. If they really want to keep up with it, and they, let's be real here, they probably don't. Most people on Matteo went wide, very wide, almost off into the gravel. You know, most people aren't going to bother spending, I mean, they don't even watch these streams in full, you know? They only show up for the bits they want to show up for. And that's fair enough, you know? People are in their rights to do that, but the more you start streaming, the more it kind of spreads things out. And that's some extra motivation behind not streaming, besides the fact that I just don't really have much interest in streaming more. I think that was one thing James kind of noticed too. He was kind of splitting things up between the SRS and the race room stuff, and then eventually had to cut one of them because he didn't really have the time. You know, he's found his nice little thing now of race room. And I've stolen all his SRS stuff. Oh, Stuart's going quite wide there. Okay, I've sort of ended up in a no man's land here. Saturday stream doesn't get many views, I'm pretty sure. I don't really care though, I'm racing anyway, so I'll just stream it. Yeah, fair enough. I think your Saturday streams, because they kind of land at a weird time, at least for me. You know, I'm usually eating lunch around about the time you start. Actually, no. I probably would have finished lunch by the time you start, but you know, it's like midday, and it's a bit of an awkward time. For me, at least. That's why I tend to not join into those races often. Because it just falls into a bit of a weird time spot. For me. So, like, if I have something planned on Saturday, I'm usually getting things set up for that after lunch. So it usually means I don't have time to do any races and stuff. I think the fact for a while is doing Monday SRS, Thursday Rally, and Sunday Mini GT is diverse enough. I noticed certain people would... Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah. You definitely get... When you diversify things out, you'll notice that you'll end up with a pretty fractured audience. Because you'll get different people turning up for different things, depending on what they want. You know, I'm kind of a one-trick pony at the moment with the SRS stuff. Oh, rip. Somebody disconnected. I'm guessing that was the yellow flag, because that went away as soon as he disconnected. They go deep. I don't know, I feel like they lost a lot of time there. Full 3 SRS, those people might... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that's the thing. Over... Well, I wasn't great into the braking there. If you stick around on YouTube for a very long time, like I have, you kind of passively pick up a lot of things. And learn a lot of things about, like, what you really should and shouldn't do on YouTube. And obviously everyone has their own interpretations of it. And people are gonna stick to it in different degrees. But, you do tend to pick a lot of things up. There was one point in time where actually I was a young, naive teenager. I was like, yeah! This was back when, like, AdSense requirements were, like, comedically low. I was like, yeah! I'm gonna get my channel monetized, and well, actually, I did get my channel monetized for a brief period of time. I had it set in my mind that I was gonna try and start going ham, and trying to see if I could make it work. I made £1 in that year, which is pretty funny. You know, it's pretty funny to see that I actually made a sum of money out of just posting random dumb crap on YouTube. But, you know, in the end I realized that it just wasn't fun. And it didn't really, you know, I didn't really go anywhere because it wasn't really organic. In a sense. You know, I was trying to make things happen, not letting things happen naturally. I've had a lot more fun doing YouTube stuff, and a lot more fun getting involved with communities. Oh, there's a bit of chaos going on up here. You know, ever since I, you know, stopped caring about taking things seriously and just doing things the way I wanted to do them. Not sure where he's gonna go. Okay, there we go. Like, yeah, I've unironically found a lot more growth on YouTube by just doing things that I think would be cool for me to do and would be fun. Rather than just doing what mathematically or theoretically should get me more views. Also, I'm a lazy shit. So, like, I couldn't stick to schedules or I can't stick to complex schedules or put in lots of effort into things to save my life, really. I'll be honest. I have 1 pound more than you. Okay, I will read this down this next street. I need to drive the car. I'd hate to be full-time YouTube and be always worried about my numbers in the algorithm. It must be a horrible feeling in terms of fun hobby to something miserable. Yeah, probably. I feel like there's probably a bit of a plateau, though. Or a crest. Or a wall. I guess a wall would probably be the better way to describe it. You know, when you're on one side of the wall, you're struggling to get by on the money you make off of YouTube and stuff. And, you know, it's pain and agony. On the other side, you're making fat stacks. You're getting sponsorships left, right, and center. But you still play the algorithm because you're a greedy bastard and want even more money. I don't really think there's much of an in-between that. You're either comfortably making money or you're making diddly squat. It's the rhetoric I seem to be seeing when it comes to YouTube stuff. Or at least, like, content creation in general. Well, I'll take that. Had I not have been rambling so much, probably could have gone faster and gotten better results, but I don't care. It's a pretty solid way to wrap off the championship, I think. Imagine if Donnie had some business sense and sold pics of the trees he bonked his NFTs. He'd be rolling in cash money. Maybe he would be. We're gonna cheat. Haha! I'm a filthy cheat. Would you look at that? Oh my god, he almost crashed into me. Fucking. It wouldn't be worth much. Too many would be available. The market would be too flooded. See? Donnie has more cash money sense than you, Fred. Yeah, that was quite fun, yeah. I just had to pick. The moment where I went side by side of M2. I just had to pick the moment that there was a back marker facing the wrong way in the middle of the road. That was kind of depressing. Lost me a lot of time. I maybe could have battled him through to the end. You forgot the celebratory punt. I lived to another day. Yeah, a few bumps of the race is really close. Yeah, it was good. You're so terrible. What do you mean? You finished 5th, I think. I don't know. I wasn't really paying. I finished ahead of me at least. I don't know how you could call yourself terrible, my guy. You're ahead of some. I mean, I was further ahead than I should have been, given my trajectory in this championship. Of bad, and worse. Nearly caused 2 accidents. It happens. Nearly as different to actually causing. You know. Could have gotten fourth if I didn't slip under braking. Happens. Okay, cool, it's showing. I didn't even have to click anything. Alright. AE86. Okayama. Oh yeah, that was 2 splits. Who was in split 2? Spanish Inquisition in split 2. One of them didn't even do the race, and the other one did 9 laps on his own. Oof. Unfortunate. One of those cars that you just lose the rear end as much as you can, still have it. Yeah. It's a bit of a wild car at times. Oh, Virgilio, you finished 3rd. So much so for no practice, eh? P4 in the championship at 10 points. Nice, nice with that. I have extra 5th gear though. You son are gonna take it out and install it into the NSU. Sure, the NSU could probably make better use of it than this can. Oh, damn myself for that atrocious mistake for St. Petersburg. I think that's still probably the funniest moment of the season, without a doubt. As much as it was embarrassing for you. Oh, that was fucking hilarious. I don't think I'll ever get over that. P7 for me. Clean race to finish off the championship. Some respectable points. I'm happy with that. Wasn't had some nice battles in there. 5th gear at NSU heresy. Oh, 10 incident points. That's not good. 7 as well. Ooh, that's not good either. The rest, besides those 2, though, the rest of the field was quite clean. Matteo, naughty boy, with 2. Despicable. Diego with 4. Most others got was just 1 or 2. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. Let's see. Fastest laps. I'm going to be nowhere near here. I ain't qualifying, obviously. And in the race, P7. That's not too bad. That's exactly where I finished, so. Yeah, everyone ahead was just faster than I was. So yeah, there was no hope in catching those. Mateus the only one to break into the 49s. 49.92 in qualifying, 49.98 in the race. It's pretty impressive. Well, very impressive. But I mean, he's been stupid quick all championship, so it's not really that much of a surprise. And of course, he takes the championship with 4 wins in 6 races. 598 points. 8 gear at SU. Could you imagine that? Just behind you, championship happens, so just couldn't let his car out, tries to clear in every corner. Same here. Same here. I think you were just ahead of me at the end of last week, and I think me throwing my setup in the bin was definitely the right call here. However, it shows that how much more some people were on top of this car than others, given that Andreas missed the final race, still finished 3rd in the championship, and Yari missed the final race, still finished 6th in the championship. Like, Jesus Christ. Mattia missed the race and finished 9th. I guess that explains why we moved up to 7th, yeah, because I think Mattia obviously fell... No. Because Mattia missed the race Vallelunga. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, up to 7th overall at the end. It's not terrible. Or it's not great, but it's also not complete terrible. So I'm fine with that. I think it's the lowest championship finish I've had in a long while, though. In quite a long while. I think a bit of practice would be well into the low 50s. Probably. But yeah, this is definitely one of my worst AC championships. Have I decided on the next championship? Oh yes, thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot. Alright. So we are returning to a wee bit of a classic here. You know what? I'll see if I can find one of the replays from the old races. Probably be better to look at than just me doing solo laps or driving against the AI and dying. Okay, hang on. I'm looking for a replay. There should be some from the start of this year. That's already into the Estonias. So I need to go back further, I think. Here we go. Alright. I have to be fair though, 5th overall. Yeah, it's pretty good. But yes, I have decided the next championship, and I have confirmed that with Enrique. And we're going back to when we did before. It's the return of the Ligiers, baby. I've been waiting for this all year. All year. And that's not a joke. I have quite literally been waiting all year to bring this back. We are doing this again. A different... Oh, this is quite loud. My ears. Okay. Should be a bit better once we get going. Quite a different set of tracks to what we run here. A couple of the same, I think. I know we're running Cadwell Park full layout again, because this was my favourite race of the season. This was such an awesome track for these cars. I couldn't not put it in again. I asked for LMP1 and get literally the opposite negative error on these boxes. Yep. This has been set in stone. Ever since I became a host on SRS, this shit was set in stone. You were not making me pick anything else. But yeah, look at that. 3-4 wide up the hill. Who wouldn't be excited for shit like this? 50 laps of Daytona, oh no. That would take forever. Okay, I can bring up the track list. Well, I won't bring it up on screen. It's just a PM to Enrique, so... However, alright, so the track list. Negative arrow, who would fly these? I mean, you could try. Alright, so the track list. Round 1, Croft. Should be quite fun, I hope. Round 2, the Modena fast layout. Worked really well in the Estonias, so I think it could be quite fun in these. We'll see. We'll see. The third round is the Sachsenring Track Day Short. It's the Triangle Circuit. It's gonna be mad. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oh, bin. I'm losing count here. Okay, the fourth round is the WTCC layout of Paul Ricard. Maybe not the most interesting track, but I think the WTCC layout is quite fun in this little Ligier, so we're doing it. Round 5, Grobnik. That's going to be quite fun in these. And then round 6, Cadwell Park, full. Exactly what you'll see in back here, basically. That's if Enrique picks all the correct tracks. I hope. That's what I suggested, and that's what hopefully I should get. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. You know what, Fred? I don't care. It's... Oh, so it's like Saxon. Okay, yeah. Or sex. I don't think sex quite works, but you know. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for it. This is where the aliens are going to figure out some setup that makes this car, like, completely boring and ruins the championship. But hey-ho! I hope the baguette at the dash of my Ligier isn't moldy yet. I mean, I could check for you real quick. I mean, it seems pretty good. It seems fine. This replay has been collecting dust for about a year, so I would expect this to be moldy by now. Fixed setup it is then. No, I didn't ask for fixed setup. There are some little things you can do to this car, but it's not a lot. Like, you could change the tire pressures. I think you can maybe see it here. It's a bit hard. No, you can't see it here because I didn't do it. But you can, the rear window, you can lift the rear window to act as like a wing. So on some tracks it's actually beneficial to have it up to get a little bit more stability out of the car. I don't think it was here though. I can't remember. It's a hard sounding X, it counts. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. But... Alright, the three-wheeler Piaggio Ape, yeah. That was pretty fun. However, Donnie's gone with the Sierra next championship. He's gone for a serious pick. Not going for a meme tier pick. Albeit, even though this car's a bit of a joke car, in my opinion, I think for this 20-minute SRS format, it put on some spectacular racing. Of course, you had the, like... You had the really tight, like, slipstream battling and stuff. But you also, like, the tires could just barely hold on for the 20 minutes. Barely. And so you sort of had this flip point in the race where, like... You would have to... You have to, like, kind of conserve your tires in this thing. Otherwise, you run out at the end. And things get very interesting. I think if I remember correctly, Virgilio was leading. Yes, he was. He dominated most of this race. Absolutely dominated. And I think his tires just died at the end. And that allowed us to close on in. And shit got crazy. Towards the end. Tiny rebound tires. Yep. Yes, it does make... Yeah, well, it should hopefully make for some really close and fun racing. Yeah, you remember that? I haven't been the one for conventional car picks. You're not wrong there. But I think that's the thing, you gotta liven things up. And as we've proven sometimes, going unconventional, it works. It works. Like the Fiesta WRC was a slam. Thanks for bringing a bad memory back. You're welcome, you're welcome. However, we're gonna have to stop the replay here because I have to, I have a race to do. But yeah, you know, like, yeah. Okay, we're at 13 drivers. I looked at the page and I saw there was like 2 people signed up for the race, and I was like, oh no. But I've refreshed and it's now 13. Okay, it's not too bad. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, going unconventional with the car picks, I think it's a nice thing. It pushes the norm. You know, Enrique picked some pretty conventional combos for the SRS Championship, so why not go a bit out of the box? Try something out of the norm. It's what we did for the Fiesta, and that was really fun. I think that's the thing, you know, I'm trying to not go too crazy, but I'm trying to go beyond the grain a little bit. And sort of realizing some of my crazy ideas. Yeah, exactly, yeah, the Fiesta was fantastic. But, like, you know, it's not a car that you'd think of as an actual, like, race car. You know, it's a rally car. But when we put it on a track with a lot of other cars, it was like, holy shit, this is actually fun. Yeah, it definitely pays to go against the grain sometimes. Well, we got some speedy people. Not as many speedy people as I was expecting, though. So this might not go terribly for me. I don't know, we'll see. I have a setup here. I don't know if it's any good. You know, actually, I'm just going to run. We'll try the setup first. Fuck it. Sod it. But there is a DRM set over Group 5 cars. Yeah, the issue with the DRM pack is obviously that it's a paid mod. And that naturally makes things very hard. Oh, shit. And something like the DRM mod is a lot more niche than, say, like, what RSS and the likes make. I mean, I think one of the main reasons Donnie and Michael were able to get participation for their VRC championships... What the hell is this thing doing under braking? What? Locking up. Was that they literally get... Okay, this setup sucks. How did I run with this last time? Okay. Back to default. I need to put driver name tags up. It's a new combo. Yeah, very new. But yeah, like with paid mods and stuff, it gets harder to have numbers, and I think with them giving them away, like copies of the mod away, I think that definitely helped them get some of the numbers up in those championships. Okay, Lexi's got a run on me here, so is he gonna... Just gonna let him take it into the corner. It's the wrong switch. Crank that up. Push. There you go. But yeah, exactly, you know, like, I get my dosage of, like, normal combos on SRS through these other slot races that I do on Tuesday, you know, this Porsche and then the MX-5 Cup later, and, excuse me, whatever cars replace them in next season, you know? They're bound to be something more generic, in a sense. Which is, you know, perfectly fine. I have nothing wrong with that. I really like this Porsche Cup car, so it's good that they run championships with it. But, yeah, you know. When I've been picked to host my own championship, especially given that I'm not really like a major established name, I think it helps bring people in by making something interesting that people want to race. I also feel like doing something like a GT3 championship would be kind of fucking boring. but you know, that's just me. Oh, this wing is a parachute around some of these corners. Holy cow. I can see why I changed it. One thing I've definitely noticed since the last time I raced this car in SRS, a lot has changed in the way I approach my driving, that's for sure. Driving in car setups. Oh, piss. I don't know why I tried to do that as fast as I did. Should have backed off more. Which means that, like, a lot of the stuff I made back then just doesn't really work now because it was kind of bad. I just never really realized it. Oh my god, what is this car doing? Please. I think maybe I do want 60 on the brake bias. Get the rear more settled. I'm gonna SRS this because very enthusiastic about this. But yes, he is. He is the guy. He's miles behind me on track, but he is the exact car behind me. If you can see, I don't know how clear it is on stream to read the real time, because his name's Blue. Because she may actually have shown the right thing. Yeah, he's in the races. Honestly, I don't really know what to feel about that guy. He's... I don't know, he has very honorable intentions, I think. Or rather, honorable intentions. I just... I don't know, the way he goes about doing things is a bit weird. And I feel like he's maybe a bit too... Like as you say, he's very enthusiastic. I think I'd almost go to the point of saying a little bit obsessive. I don't know. In my opinion, the amount of effort he puts in is like way too much for this SRS malarkey. But then again, that's coming from the guy who doesn't turn a single lap of practice. I spent the time I could have spent practicing for this race showing you guys a replay of a race that happened a year ago. Let's grab this. I want to see how this goes. Been great fun, Craig. Thank you for the championship. Yeah. Cheers, Stuart, for participating. Glad you had some fun. And yeah, I'll see you around. What am I doing? It's just Spa right on the track list. Yes. I'll save that. It's my most spots set up, but I think it should be better than whatever the fuck I had. Yep, see you, Stuart. Take care. Oh wait, I shouldn't be qualifying on full fuel. That's a bad idea. Take most of this fuel out. Put it 25. But yeah, that guy, going back to what I was saying earlier, that guy in the SRS Discord, as I said, while he does have honorable intentions, I think, of what he's trying to do, I definitely feel like he's doing it the wrong way. Just sharing a lap time and with a setup, or just sharing a lap time and a setup and being like, copy this, noobs. Okay, it's not actually what he says, I'm being stupid, but, you know, you know, it's not gonna magically make someone be on the pace. The better thing to do, which takes a lot more time and effort, is to, you know, explain to these people, you know, how to do these laps, how you get the lap time out of this car, be that through driving technique and through setup, so that they can take that knowledge and apply it forward into other races that they do with the car. You know, just giving them a setup and a lap doesn't really tell people much. You know, I know, for example, Spa, nothing bad happens here at all. No, never, nothing bad happens. I know Donnie said he learned a lot of his stuff through, you know, analyzing replays of, like, faster people. But, like, I don't know. I don't think that's a way that works for a lot of people. Personally. Definitely not how I learned. I learned by just kind of doing my own thing and taking tips from the faster guys into how I could improve what I was doing to be faster. And that's kind of gradually how I learn. I don't analyze bit for bit as to what the shit. I got greedy on the curbs. That was all on me. Saved it though. So we're good. What times laps faster guys from the race to get nothing from them. Now one issue, right? One thing Donnie didn't point out yesterday, and I was too busy fumbling around to type into chat, is that, oh yeah, these tires are toasty. So when you watch replays, I don't know if you've noticed, when you look at other cars in replays, their brake inputs are not registered properly. It will only show you their brakes going between 0 and 100. Nothing in between. That's all you get when you look at their brake inputs. It's just either 0% input or 100. So you can't... It's not that great of a reference because you can't see... Yeah. Because, like, if you look at my brake inputs here, you can see, obviously, how I'm modulating the brake through the corners and stuff. How I'm pushing it on and how I'm pushing it off. But when you look at it on the replay for somebody else, all you see is just the pedal turning on and off. Which isn't great, really, because you're not really seeing how they're braking. You just see when they start braking and when they finish. You know, when my foot is almost trained in a bit of a weird way, where I kind of just gradually ease up pressure on the pedal as it is. And I think that's why I have a fair bit of resistance on the pedal to sort of naturally help push that in. You see, I hit the brakes hard, and then it just kind of, over time, steadily eases off on its own without me doing anything. Okay, I think I need to be in first gear on the exit there. I bogged down a lot. But yeah, as you said, you didn't learn anything from those laps. And that's the thing. In order to learn things from other people's laps, you kind of have to understand what it is they're doing. And sometimes you can't really understand how these things are working and how they're affecting the car without doing them yourself. Ah, curbs again. He does not want to brake very well. Not turn very well either. I remember this car wasn't so great at Spa. And I'm seeing why. Fine there. I think I did this car on this long track a while ago on SRS when James streamed. Me and James were spinning at the back. People in front were doing 7 seconds a lap faster, yeah. At a track like Spa, especially, that's kind of a normie track, people have done like 7 bajillion laps around here and they know every nook and cranny of this place. Bet you even my lap here is going to be like 5-7 seconds off the pace. It wasn't a great lap anyways. Apparently only 2. Well, not as bad as I was expecting. But not great either. I can go faster though. So let's try and see if I can focus a little bit and do a full send lap without making any silly errors. That wasn't great up the hill. Losing time, but oh well. Get the brakes hard. Get it turned in. Yeah, see, I'm almost 4 seconds off the pace now, like... It's ridiculous. Shit. Well. Not like I was gonna catch any of the cars ahead of me anyways, lol. I had to put in a mega lap. Let's make some gambles on the setup here. I'm going to chop off one extra click of wing. I'm going to take away the rear toe, but not add negative. However, I am going to add negative on the front. I'm going to leave the brakes as they are. And pressures, I think pressures were mostly okay. I don't know. It's going to last me 26 minutes. That's a bit too long. 25. 25. That's good enough. Hopefully I should make this car a little bit more darty without killing off its stability too much. Of course, there's Nicola with his 9 rear wing and, like, massive negative toe. Feels pretty fine, actually. Whoop! I'm starting 6th. I'm going to put a goal on 5th. I think. However, looking at these laps, I'm in a bit of a no man's land. 226 is the car behind me. 223 is the car ahead. I guess I'm relying on getting a good start. Yeah, basically around getting a good start and pooping some parties. Sending to T1 to defend the rest of the race. I probably will be racing alone before the end of the lap, but here we go. All or nothing. It was not a great start. Remember, you only win at T1. Not wrong. Her Victor's gone very wide. I'm running Lexi side by side down the hill, but I have the speed on him. Oh, he's gone wide. That could be a penalty for himself, but I think he might have just gotten away with it. Got those two fighting. I'm just going to let them play out. Okay, those last minute changes are actually making the car feel a lot better. Well, Lexi went very wide there. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. I can't answer that right now. Oh, I've gone very wide. Jesus Christ, Alexi. Bit of a fucking ridiculous send there. Does seem like he's going to be my main battle this race. You've already pulled 6 seconds to the nearest car behind, which is kind of ridiculous. Oh, he's definitely got a penalty now. Ooh, a little bit of a wobble on the curb there. But otherwise we good. Alright, well, the setup changes have worked quite nicely. Yeah, Alexi definitely had a penalty. He's now like 5 seconds back. Oh my god, I risked that very hard. Oh, it was so close. So close. Seems like Victor's struggling maybe a little bit. Marcos is out of the race. Oh, I've gone very wide. Seem to be holding on to much better pace than I was expecting, I'll be honest. Keeping up with these two ahead, which is pretty cool. They're going to be fighting a lot, it seems, though. Martin doesn't seem to be getting away too far either, which is quite interesting. Victor has passed Martin. An accident away from P8. Maybe. Oh, the car was quite slidey there. Oh, Martin, he's gone wide. P3, not P8. Okay, he's backed out. Wise choice. He got loose there. Loosey goosey. Okay, 10 minutes left of this race. Oh my god, so close to a penalty. Jesus Christ. Martin is steadily closing, which isn't ideal. He got a better run out of that. Oh, big curb bump. Gonna be very confident on the throttle through there. See if I can get back on the hunt of Victor ahead. See if I can get the P3. Alexi's definitely closed up though. He's been making some good progress back there. So he could be one to look out for. He's coming laps. Victor has definitely found a bit more speed though, it seems. Us Martin ain't done just yet. He's coming back for more. Oh, I've gone very wide here. Oh, it's gonna compromise me big time. Here he comes. He's gonna stick to the inside there. Interesting. Can't read that quite just yet. Wonder if he got a penalty. I don't know. He might have gotten one just then though. Well, Alexi has really caught up to Martin. He's going to help me out a bit. Because them two are going to start fighting. Oh, Martin's gone deep. Or was that Alexei going deep? I don't know. One of them went very deep there, though. Victor and Martin are very close to each other. See how that unfolds. Nicola comfortably away in the lead. Hopefully those two fighting should reel them back into me. I didn't mean to shift there. I was like... The lightest of taps on the paddle engaged that shift. That was weird. It's almost as if like I'd primed it or something. Not quite sure what kind of crack my fuel lamp is smoking, though. It's claiming that I'm gonna not have enough to make the end. There's only going to be one more lap, I'm pretty certain. I don't think we're going to get around in time to do another one after this lap, so I'm not quite sure what this app is smoking. This lap plus one. Yeah, but I have enough for that. I'm pretty certain. Oh, he's gone very wide there, Alexei has. If I need to get my foot down a bit more, because he is closing up. And I'm bleeding time every lap. Yeah, it should be enough, exactly. That's very wide. Oh, Alexei went straight over the gravel! You could also bin it and waste fuel. I could. But I'm gonna try not to, so shut up. Yeah, see, this is gonna be the final lap. There's no way Nicola can complete a lap in a minute. Unless he literally cheats. Victor made it up into second. Damn, he passed Martin. When it makes 5 races again, people could always bin it at the corkscrew. Yeah, I'm going to try and do that. I need to get my foot into this lap, though. I don't want Alexei to catch me. I respect Alexei, but if I respect people, that usually means I want to beat them even more. Could use Fred's tree hack. Oh yeah, the tree trick at Laguna, yeah, for the corkscrew. Have tried and can confirm it works. Unless you mean, in Fred terms, he means crash it into the trees, like flip over the barriers and crash into a tree. Then no, I have not tested that, so I cannot confirm if it works. That would be the Donnington thing. Oh. I'm edging Fred out by putting my car on the edge of bins. No, I know, yeah, I get what you mean, yeah. About the tree gap. Yeah, I wouldn't have had enough fuel for another lap, but I had plenty enough fuel to do time +1. That's what I aimed for. Oh, I got quite loose there. Well, that was more of a race than I was expecting. Two liters too much. It was fine. I mean, you see, Nicola finished with 20 litres of fuel too much. See? See? There's definitely not a default placeholder value. Apparently his water temp is 0. He's literally driving the car in frozen water. Maybe that's his hack. To go super speed. I didn't see how much I chopped down that lap time by, but I think it was quite a margin. So it's good. It's good to run races again and see improvements. Alright, it's now time to sign up for the MX-5 and hope Mateo doesn't show up. At Laguna. Well, we got 4 people already, so we're going to have a race. Guaranteed. There's no way we're not. So, that's good. That's good. I get to finish off the MX-5 Championship by actually having a race. And not doing 3 sightseeing laps around Magian before calling it quits. But yeah, I was scared I was going to be the middleman again. But we actually had some action. Those last-minute setup changes worked wonders. Like, it made the car so much better, just all around. And that, like, you know, I immediately was able to jump Alexei. But look at the gap we'd pulled to the back of, to the rest of the field already, like, madness. We're only on the Kemmel Straight, and the grid is already in two clear, distinct groups. It's pretty tidy stuff just sitting behind these guys. However, bloody hell, Alexei came in from a mile away. Look at that, like... I left him room because I was like, yeah, I'm just going to be murdered if I try and follow the line. It's kind of hurt me a bit because I had to regroup and restart chipping away at the time to catch back up to Victor. I don't know what happened to my pace though, it suddenly fell off. I did a 223, and then one did a 222.0. And then my pace dropped from then, I'm pretty certain. I got caught up battling Martin. Which that obviously slowed me down, but even then, you know, there's a 222.6. And a 223.4. And a 223.4. And then a 223.7. At a 223.39, but basically a 223.4. I basically got jammed at like 223.4 pace. I want to see what happened. There's one lap where they went like very wide. Is it? I guess it'd be better if I sat on board. Alexei's already passed Martin. Maybe here? Did he just, like, dive bomb him into here? Martin held the inside. Alexei just flying under braking. How did he not get a penalty for that? Martin basically... Oh, yeah, Martin had a penalty. Ah. If we go further back in the lap. Finally got time to race on Tuesday. Hey, Alexei, how's it going? Yeah, it was nice seeing you on track again. Been a while. Been a while. Don't need penalty. I properly skirted the penalty sometime on a couple of these laps. Let's see. Oh, yep, that's a penalty. So let's look at my runs through. I got very close. Okay, that wasn't too bad. How about lap 3? I think this lap was pretty bad. Oh! I don't think you can get it any closer than that. There's what, like, I don't know, 5 centimeters in it? No, the penalty line is actually the edge of this white strip here. And because my wheels are just on it, I got away with it. Oh, that's terrible. I gotta screenshot that shit. That screenshot properly didn't. Oh, trying the bloody YouTube chat. No, I'll just do. There you go. Legal. I think here it wasn't as bad because I shat my pants that lap. Was this another bad one? There was another bad one. That was pretty close, but not quite. Oh yeah, this was lap where I got a load of understeer. That wasn't too bad either. This was when Martin got his penalty though. Yeah, he's clearly out there. What about this next lap? Did I get... How close was I here? Quite close. Yeah, the issue is the car kind of bounces, isn't it, over the crest. Because it's, like, incredibly stiff. Yeah, no, I think I'm just doing about the same every time. Getting two wheels off. And I was a good boy this lap. So much space. Good boy line. I got this bloody... trying to move the chat window, but I keep... Nope. It's got a mind of its own. See how many people we got. Alexi's in. M2's in. Adam's in. Hanu's in. Nice, nice. Martin is also in. Yes, let's go and bring up the results, though. We bring that back up. Let's see where we stand in the Porsche Cup. It's the wrong window capture. That's a display capture. Where do I have the window? There we go. Coolio. GT3 Cup races. Spa. Look at that, clean. Apart from these lot at the back. Adam got 1. Stephen got 2. Jose got 3. Oof, Marcos got 1. Everyone else, 0 incidents, which is pretty impressive. It was a very clean race for Spa standards. Nicola, obviously, was like 1.7 seconds. He was 1.7 seconds a lap faster than everyone else. Victor was definitely the star of that race, I think. Passed Martin, and then caught and passed other Martin, Dutch Martin, after he dispatched of German Martin. Martin unfortunately sunk down, then behind myself and Alexi. Seemed to struggle a little bit. But, happy with that. 4th place. See these laps. I am 10th in qualifying and 6th in the race. That's pretty decent. I'm happy with that at the moment. That's probably going to fiddle off the grid. But yeah, Nicola, he must practice way too much for these races. Like, his pace is just ridiculous. Martin holds the championship lead at the moment. I am sat 4th, which is, I'm happy with that. 20 points ahead of Martin, so I don't think he's going to get me. Who could, though? Evgeny Khan. Actually, yeah, I think 4th is where I'm going to stay. Actually, looking at this, yeah. Pretty much everyone who would race has raced. And the people who haven't aren't in a position to gain more points on me. Next person back is Martin, who's 20 points back, so he has to win to close that gap up. And even then, I don't think he'll quite do it. Gwenail is 10 points ahead, but didn't seem to have a good Spa. If they do it again, they'll probably get a better race, though. They've done 16 races. However, 0 incident points, baby. I think that's one of the first championships I've ever done that, which is pretty cool. To be very consistent across the board. I did not drop out of the top 5 in every race. A win and a podium at the start. And then 4th, 5th, 5th, 4th. All clean. I'm happy with that. That's a very solid season. Not the most successful, but very consistent. And I got a win as well, so I can't complain. How long is it till MX? It's still a little while till the MX-5s, okay. Shucks. Oh, yeah, it's been a pretty decent season so far, though. So we're about to enter. You know what, I'll bring up my little stat sheet, my little pet project, I guess you could say. Voila, my master spreadsheet. So I keep track of because SRS doesn't have a proper way of tracking results. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it my own. And that's exactly what I've done here. It's a table that contains every one of the 39 complete championships I've taken part in. Well, I say complete. I bailed on this one halfway through. But since I regularly started getting into SRS, which was from this BTCC series, all 11 seasons that I've done, and all the championships that I've done, each. And kept track of them. And yeah, overall this has been I mean, we still have one more race to do, but it's been a pretty decent season. If you just ignore that the 8-6 championship ever happened, it was a pretty decent season. Very consistent across the board. Gotta love a good spreadsheet, yeah. Actually, if I drop that, and I drop the Bikarniki race and the Pavey, it's a top 5 in every race. 8-6 championship let me down, though. Let me down massively. This was a struggle bus all the way through. The highest finish was 7th. Which is pretty miserable, I'll be honest. There were some fun moments, but it's not a championship I'm going to look back on particularly fondly. Across all champs and races, what is my average finishing position? That's a very good question. It's a bit hard to calculate because I have some funky numbers in here. But I could show you... Actually, you know what? Let me just... average. I could just do this. Cheating time. Oh, crap. These are accurate averages. My average finishing position in SRS of all time is 6.06. Oh, excuse me. That is my average finishing position. Oh no, Jessica will distress. I've never raced against Jessica, so I have no clue. But we'll see, we'll see. Not even top 5. I mean, if you look here, these have all been in the 5s, but it's mainly this and this. And I guess these also that have kind of... It's those 5. My first 3, then these 2 are pretty decent, and these 2 are pretty rough. Have I practiced? No. It's an MX-5 Cup. You don't need practice. I mean, I guess if you count racing it at the weekend as practice. I didn't race it at Laguna Seca, but I did race it. I don't know. Jessica won the only Magium race I did with the fastest lap, I think. Oh, well. We shall see. Might as well fully laden this thing up with fuel. Fuck it. We shall see. Yes, I know SRS. I'm in the server. You are seeing the game, right? Okay, cool. Just had to make sure. Well, you're an alien too. I wouldn't really say that. I got... The actual aliens are like the esports people. Like that Nicola in the Porsche Cup and Mateus in my championship and Roman in Donnie's championship, you know. The people who rock up and just casually beat people by like a million seconds. Is it really good to set the server settings to be British? See, it's playing into my home territory. Shit weather means I do better. There's a completely not unbased... Oh, shit. Theory. So, take it with a grain of salt. I don't mind it though. Makes things a little bit different. Even if it's just the sky color, I mean, it mixes things up a little bit from just looking at sun all the time. Sometimes you gotta make the weather a little bit British. Foggy and rainy Laguna Seca. Can't imagine that happens often. Yeah, no. This is like the exact opposite of Laguna Seca weather. Not sure second gear was the play down. It's the gear I chose. I think the last time I raced here, I fared up respectably well against... I can't remember who it was. I think it was Mateus and somebody else. So, if I can figure out what I did then, which, spoiler alert, it's just me guessing, trying to drive this car as quickly as I can. I could be in for a good race, but people are telling me this Jessica is pretty quick, so I guess we'll see. Martin's also pretty quick. So, and Alexi. So, there are some fast names in here. Big thing here, though, is going to be consistency beyond just raw pace. Easy to bin it here at Laguna. So no good being fast if you just throw it off into the nearest tree every time. Okay, 141. Okay. Yeah, so I want to shave like 2 seconds of this lap time, I think, to be into like good lap time ranges. I think the fast guys are doing like 39s, 38s. I think it's 39s. That's what they were doing last time. I could be wrong, but let's see what I can do in this lap, I guess. We shall see. Florian seems to be not too bad pace either. Even I have done 38 here, so you should... I can't English. You should at the very least do that. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. I'm just remembering how the line goes around here in this car. Every track apart from Sydney that we raced in Mooney's races at the weekend are tracks that I'm definitely a lot more comfortable and familiar with than Laguna Seca. 141.0. Grip is at 96%, so I guess. It's not too bad. I am also running quite a lot of fuel. I am running 33 minutes worth of fuel. So I'm technically, literally sandbagging at the moment. But I think once I get my head screwed into practice, or qualifying, I should say, I think I could trim that lap time down even more. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. We shall see. Wow, Martin cheating! However, I'm still gonna beat him out of the pits. Okay, probably running too much fuel for qualifying, but it's whatever. Don't matter. Oh, Florian binned it. Rip. Okay, that's definitely an improvement there. Okay, first qualifying lap time. I'm going to be the car setting the benchmark pace, it seems. Interesting that it says Martin is lapped, even though he's been behind me this whole time. Oh, that's very wide. It's gonna blunder away quite a bit of lap time. Not the end of the world, though. We still have 6 minutes, and the track grip is only gonna keep getting better and better, so. On 40.5. Okay, up to the corkscrew. On yield the brakes. Let's not fuck this corner up this time. There we go. That's more, you know, I still got a little bit loose. That's more like it. Driving into the camera a bit here. Hedging a tiny bit of a wheel on the gravel, but that's also fine. $139.8. Not a great start to the lap, but it's okay. Oh, not a great middle of the lap. I'm hitting all the sausage curbs here. Fucking hell. I'm 2 over 140.8. Lexi over 140.7. Pretty nice. Let's make sure I set this next lap up to be a good one, because I think it might be my last. Florian over 39.7. Okay. Pretty crap lap for me, and that was still a 40.2, so not too bad. Pick a lot later into turn 1. It's more like it. Oh, that's a line. Yeah. Okay, maybe could have used a little bit more of the track, but it is what it is. Oh, it's very wide there, though. Florian just at a 139.6. My final attempt, what's it gonna be? 39.2. Okay. It's respectable enough. M2 cheating. But that's me out of fuel, so I can't do any more. I don't have the time either to go and try again. So just laden this thing up with some fuel and we'll go from there. I think 17 should be enough. Florian is up 7 temps, crikey. Looks like he's going to take pole, maybe. Alexi is up a second. Alexi takes the pole with 39.1. Florian is still up 0.9. He's up a second. He's going to take the pole, I think. He comes back around. He's at 1.3. Madman. Yeah, it was bad timing on my part, but it's whatever. There's still the race to go. Okay, looking at this, I'm even going to lose out to Jessica. I'll be down to 4th. I think I bungled the qualifying strategy here. Yeah, 0. Yeah, fuck me. Okay, they got so much more grip to play of this lap. Well, I guess my goal is to make this up in the race. I can do it, I think. As long as I play my cards right, I think, might still be able to wedge this into my court. It's not going to be easy, but I think there is a chance that it's doable. Really not comfortable at first place, so that puts in a lot of hope. See what I can do. Action control is indeed off. Good start. Got a huge run on both Alexi and Jessica. However, I'm going to be boxed in with nowhere to go. Fan-fucking-tastic. However, I could make it 3 wide into turn 1. But I'm not going to do that. Because that'd be stupid. And 2 is going to be very ballsy. Try and go up my inside, like a moron. Oh, I give Alexi a little tap. Come on, M2, stop fighting. Oh, M2 got loose. Just for luck gear, I'm gonna need it. Florian's opened up a nice lead. Oh, Jessica's gone out wide. Very wide. Oh, some chaos going on behind there. Gonna back out. Lexi's gonna play it very defensively here, and I think that's gonna not go well for him. Taken 2nd place. Alright, let's work on building the gap now. Trying to pull away from these chumps and start working on closing down Florian if I can. Ain't gonna be easy, but it's doable. Where you gonna go, Alexi? Make your mind up. Oh, he's gone out wide. Rip. Before bonking a sausage. I'm going to try and avoid that. I've opened the window now to start pulling away from these guys. Because they keep fighting it out. Flying down with a 139. 140 from me. Martin is past Alexei, but they're hotly battling. Can cut more on cork exit. Yeah, I can. I just had to play a bit of a funny line that time, so. Alexei is back past Martin. Oh, bit of a slide there, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, there you go. Bit more like that. Definitely my weakest corner on the track here. $138 from Florian. What am I going to put in here? 39.3. Not good enough. 39.2 from Alexei. He's a little bit faster. Having more confidence in the grip this car has, so I'm going to get the lap time out of it. This car has a lot of grip. $39.1 from Florian there. What am I going to put in? 38.8. 38.7 from Jessica back there, but she's all the ways off. Oh, right on the edge there. Haha. Oh, Alexei's binned it. No! Rip Alexei. Why hit that sausage? Not good. But we lived. Yeah, F indeed. He was doing so well. Then he binned it. I don't mean that definitely wasn't a code brown at all. Fred, not at all. M2 disconnected, oh no. 38.7, but not quite enough to take on Jessica's lap time that she set earlier. A little bit hesitant on the throttle there, not ideal, but is what it is. Victim of the sausage, no doubt. Maybe. I'll find out later, anyways. Unless he decides to make an appearance in the chat. I think with our early battling that we might have let Florian build a bit too much of a comfortable gap. Because these lap times are close. I don't think they're... Unless he makes a mistake, I don't think I'm quite chipping away at that gap to really hone in on him. Plus also he could start picking up the pace. He might be taking it quite easy at the moment. .38.3. Ooh. Spicy. Where was this pace in qualifying? Apparently non-existent. Jessica is now in third. Martin must have binned it. Still almost 9 minutes left of this race, so quite a way to go. Oh, he did a 138.3 there. I thought that was a bit of a rubbish lap, but I guess not. However, if he can keep that pace up to the end, he's going to make my life a lot harder back here. Oh no, handle disconnected. feel great, that second last corner. Get a 38.8 there. What am I going to do? 38.2. Jessica's also picked up the pace. Doing 38.3s. I think we're pretty much going to stay as we are, though, unless one of us makes an error. Which is doable. But, yeah, I'm not closing in on Florian enough, and Jessica's not closing in on me enough. Really make anything happen. You know, I think Mooney's races on Saturday were a nice little ego boost for me in this car. As that was a bit of a shit lap there for me. But I think it taught me that I have some pretty good pace in this car. I just need to have the confidence in the car, and it will reward me. Definitely falling off a bit, though, with these lap times. I think my best might be used. Seems like Jessica might have binned it, though. That time is gone up quite a bit. Yep. Wow, that was pretty slick. Holy cow. Don't think the rest of the lap has been good enough, though, to really lay down good ground on Florian. 4 temps. It's ground, but it's not enough. Next year, 38.7. These must be a bit reinvigorated. Having Jessica much closer to him. Hoping that pressure is building with him, Florian. The issue is I'm not really close to be effectively applying the pressure. Because if he's smart, he'll know that he doesn't have to risk much, and he's won. He has 4 seconds to bleed, to me. Oh, rough a little bit there. Second to last lap. Shit, well, according to this, I might be cutting it close on fuel. Looking at this, I might just have enough, though. So I think we might be in the clear. Ooh, it's gonna be tight. I have extra fuel. Could I throw it to you from the pits? That'd be amazing if you could. This car's a 6th gear. Perfect. It does. It does. RPM ties into the fuel calculation. Should be enough. He's run out of fuel! He's run out of fuel! Oh my god! Go! 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 No! He ran out of fuel right at the end! No! I saved 0.21 too much! No! No way! Ah! No! Oh, he just waited. Oh. Damn it. Okay, he said he waited. That kind of dampens it. I thought he'd run out of fuel too. Maybe I shouldn't have asked him. Then the rhetoric would have stayed. Yeah, trolling bastard. I had to back off so hard there. Bam. We let him get too far away at the start, though. That was the big problem. It was close, yeah. Cheers, Alexi. Oh, man. I very nearly ran out of fuel there on the final lap. If you wondered why you got a lot closer to me on that final lap, it was because I was literally running on fumes. I finished the race with 0.2 liters of fuel left, so safe to say I miscalculated. I think it's safe to say ACRL fuel is fucking useless, apart from when it comes to telling you that you're gonna run out of fuel. I got the fastest lap at least, so I'll take it. Had some fun battling in those opening laps as well. Plowed my way through up until second. And then it was just a charge on Florian, but... He got away too much at the start. We squabbled too much. Couldn't catch him. Clean race though, 98 points. Decent result. I'm happy with that. MX5. Fastest lap to see where I sit on the lap times. 5th in qualifying. Makes sense. I am 2nd in the race. Matteo obviously with his alien pace. And then me. I'm happy with that though. I'm happy with that. Does that put me in the standings? I missed Magion, so I'm going to be down in the standings. But that does push me up to 5th. However, I think once... how many points? 491. I think Alexander will pass me because he's an alien and will win. Andreas, he will probably pass me too. So I'll probably drop down to 7th in the standings. If I wouldn't have missed Magion, I would have been much higher up, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Very consistent season. Did not finish a single race outside of the top 2. So I'm very happy. So I don't know if the stream dropped out. Oh, what a dramatic way to wrap off a dramatic season, though. Oh, that was wild. That was certainly wild. Yeah, small bufferino. Okay. Whew. Any for next season? I don't know about the MX-5 and the Porsche Cup replacements. I never get told anything about those. But my championship next season, I announced it earlier, we are going to be running the Ligier JS8 S1s at a collection of awesome tracks. So I'm really looking forward to it. Literally been waiting for so long to kick this championship off. Now's the perfect time to do it over Christmas when things are a bit more relaxed and a bit more casual. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Should be fun. Over the Christmas period, I guess seeing as that's coming up soon, my schedule will remain as normal. As far as I'm aware, I am not doing anything over the Christmas holidays. Especially on the Tuesdays. See, the 27th would be the Tuesday on the Christmas week. Yeah. And I'm not going to be doing anything on the 27th as far as I'm aware. So I should be here streaming still. Continued, uninterrupted coverage throughout these next few weeks. So yeah. Ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. Now that this championship has been wrapped up, though, I guess we can pop back up the spread. Oh, that's the chat window. You can see you guys now, but in big. Wow. Okay, there we go. Let me zoom this in a little bit. So, we've just finished season number 11. 23 races in the end. And that was, out of those 23 races, 20 of those were top 10s. The only 3 races I missed on the top 10 were those in the 86 championship. 16 top 5s, which is 1 off my record. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. 8 podiums, that's 1 off my record as well. 3 wins, that's a new record for a season. No championships, unfortunately. Could have gotten one, but I had to throw it away at Bikanecki. Would have been hard to have held off Matteo still, I think, over these last 2 rounds, but it maybe could have happened. With an average finish of 5.4. According to the bullshit maths I use to rank these seasons, it's my 2nd best season in SRS. And I think if we exclude the 86 championship, I think I would agree. If I just ignore this ever happened, I would agree. I think these are 3 really solid seasons for me, or 3 really solid championships. Got a win in each one of them. Obviously, some luckier than others, but yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. Apart from the 86, but we don't talk about that. Even though it's been the headline point of each stream, we don't talk about it. But yeah, that was really fun. It was a really fun season. I can't wait to see what's up next. I don't know, obviously, what's up next, apart from my own season. So, I have to wait and see, just like the rest of yous. So yeah, hopefully we get good stuff. Hopefully we get good stuff. But I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get. So, roll the dice and we'll see. But yes, thanks for everyone who showed up to the stream tonight. Thanks to everyone who showed up and raced as well. It's awesome being able to race you guys every week. It's a lot of fun. And, yeah. Till next time, I'll see you all later. Adios.